What's up, everybody? I'm the Uncanny Omar, and you are here at Near Big Edition, the home of collected editions. And today is Saturday, September 24th, 2022. So it is the last Saturday of the month. And I just want to welcome everybody. I see somebody's new here. How's it going? Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoy your time here. Good morning. What's up, Taylor Talks Comics? How are you, brother? Hey, Omar, good morning, bud. How are you, sir? Hi, everybody. Tapsy Logic, it's good to see you, man. Oh, we got to smash that like button. That does help. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Adam. So, yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Saturday morning here in the state of Kentucky, it's getting a little cooler. The times are changing. The seasons are changing. Yeah, not a fan of winter. So, fall is okay. Fall can stay. But winter, no. What's up, Logan Wayne? My buddy Sean DeSook. No, Omar is going to be joined. Melanie's coming. She had to go to the vet for a little bit. What's up, Omar? Show Miracle Man. I'm not live. I got to be careful when I open that up. Long time. What's up, JT Gamer? How are you, buddy, fellow Kentuckian? Good morning, Omar. How did I miss the thing Omnibus? Yes, it's actually coming in October. I'm so happy. Action figures I picked up recently, not Cosmos. Cannot find a Cosmos, man. Hope the doggos are okay. Much love. Oh, thank you, Hannah. It's our cat. He's how old is Shinobi is 16 years old, and he just want a checkup. It's just a checkup. Omar, are you back in the new HasLab Engine of Vengeance? I am not. No, I'm sticking strictly to just X-Men related Marvel Legends. What's on MFATX? How are you doing? Heard you all had a good time on the book club talking about something. Am I gonna get the massive One Piece book? No, that thing is gonna be impossible to read. I think they're only. First of all, I don't even know how the heck they're doing that legally, but whatever. It's gonna cost an arm and a leg. Any Kenny, I don't know. I haven't really picked up a lot of action figures lately. My daughter and I are going to TF Condo in Chicago, so hopefully we'll do it there. Hope all is well and the live stream goes well. Thank you so much. Gonna go back to the match. Will you enjoy your match? And I hope your team wins, man. Shinobi has an appearance in the book club. Yes, Shinobi is who is going to the vet this morning. Do you think DC will announce a few Omnis for this year? You think they're done? Do I think they're done? No. Do I think they're going to announce any more for this year? No. This year's done. If you're talking about 2023, probably. I saw that Ninja Turtle. I didn't say anything. I didn't share it because it's still like showing inactive and going back to active. But there might be hope for that Batman Ninja Turtles omnibus finally. So we'll see. What's up, dude? How are you, dude? You survived the hurricane. Thank goodness. Thinking of all the people that are affected by the hurricanes going on right now. Oh, my gosh. So it's good to see you here, brother. Happy Saturday, Marvel Bab. Hope you're doing well, brother. Mom Noon. Omar, hope all is well. We lured beautiful MFATX into joining for Swamp Thing. I heard. What's up, Daniel? How are you? Hope you're doing well, brother. Will you be planning to do an overview of the Savage Dragon Ultimate Collection Volume 1 when it's released? Absolutely, since I was a big pusher for it. And Eric Larson swore up and down, no way that happens. Like, we can't do it. So, what's up, Mr. Awesome? Hope you've been well. But yeah, I'll be happy to, of course. I'm a big fan of Savage Dragon, even though it got kind of ridiculous. We still need JLI Volume 3. Yes, we do. What's up, Derek? Starting my morning off with a spider bite. Oh, man. I hope you get some kind of radioactive powers. Omar, I started reading Maison and Coco, and if I never find out what Yotsuya does for a living, I'm going to be so mad at you. There's a lot of mysteries in that book. Like, what did Mr. Soichiro look like? See that Asics shirt there? Is that your brand for running shoes? Yep. I use Brooks still. Is that what you use? I switched over to Brooks a few years ago and haven't gone back. I just like the shirts better. Should I get the deluxe hardcovers, or should I get the Dawn of X trades? I feel like the Dawn of X will be expensive altogether, but I don't know. Thoughts? I think it depends on what you like. Dawn of X collects everything with the exception of things like the Fantastic Four X-Men miniseries, but everything else is collected in reading order, not release order, so keep that in mind. The hardcovers just focus on one series at a time, so unless it's an event like X of Swords or House and Powers of X, but normally it's just one series that they do, like Wolverine or Excalibur, Marauders. Do you think the current Kate store or Greg Pak Darth Vader will be getting an OHC? Obviously OHC, since they're not doing standard anymore. I hope so. I have a feeling that Kate's is gonna be, he'll be fine when it comes to the collected editions department. Omar dresses Al for Halloween. I don't know what I'm gonna go as this year. We're gonna have a Halloween party here. I'm thinking Snake Plissken. Maybe it's time to break that one out. What are your thoughts on Swamp Thing movie? Like the original Swamp Thing movie? It was okay. I actually like Return to Swamp Thing, which is crazy, but it had a little bit of Alan Moore stuff in there. I have not read Chip Zdarsky's Batman. That is a question for the astonishing Melanie. She was been reading those digitally. Yeah, Power and Water came back 3 days ago. Island is still in shambles, as there are a lot of places still without power and fuel distribution issues. Well, my dude, thoughts and prayers for you and all your family and everyone down there. I'm glad you're okay, though. What's up, Mr. Galaxy? Good morning, Cat Guy here. Hope yours will be well for a while. Thank you. Doing great. There's a new trailer for the Kenshin anime reboot that's slated for 2023. And it looks great. That brings back a lot of memories, man. I like Kenshin. I actually like the ending of Samurai X, the way they ended that. I thought that was a good ending. Despite of how people feel about the creator, I completely understand. That's very complicated creator, or very I guess different laws, though. Good morning, Omar. 2 quick recommendations. New Burn by Zdarsky, which I've not read, and The Furthest Place from Here by Boss and Rosenberg. Are they on your radar? They are now, because I'm writing it down. Give me 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. See, I made a promise that I would write these things down as you all recommend them. Hot books to read. Newborn was in my radar because somebody else brought it up. So I did have that one written down, but I did not have the furthest place from here by Boson. Okay. This place from here. I didn't get a spider bite, but I will try out my Gamma Bomb later. You do that, Mega Shrimper. Will the Pro ever get oversized treatment? I hope so. I love that series. I love Amanda Connor's artwork. What's up, Beva? How are you, my dude? My favorite character in comic books has always been Superman, because he's a friend, stands for hope, and inspires us all. Brings out the best in us. That he does, my brother. I've already worked out the mapping for Fantasy, Savage, Dragonverse, Epic Collection. I can dream. That's awesome. It's a big fan of Batman Arkham video games. DC should reprint the Arkham Saga Omnibus. That was like their biggest omnibus, honestly, for a longest time. Video game tie-ins, I don't know. That one is not canon. So that particular one is mainly for people that play the video games. Unlike Injustice. Oh, crud. It's not canon, but it's also, it goes further than the video games did. Just get the Hellions OHC because that's the best, which is really good. I seriously just got these in. I don't know what order they're in. I don't know about the color. And as you all know, for the people that have read Miracle Man, it's kind of a gamble what page I turn to, because, well, I'll wait for Melanie to get here before we open that. Because, there are some not safe for work scenes in there. A Quicksilver Omnibus. They did a trade paperback of Quicksilver. Can I jump into No Man's Land without reading Road to? It's impossible to find that Omni. You can. Just know that all of Gotham went and Batman bounced. That's all you need to know. Honestly, that's how I read it. I didn't read Road to No Man's Land. I had not read, all I read was Cataclysm and then the trade paperbacks before the fat trades, were these skinny trades. There were a series of 5 of them. And those trade paperbacks jumped right into No Man's Land because there was no Road to No Man's Land trade paperback series back then, or an omnibus. So you'll be fine. I mean, you're not going to be lost. I was going to be at the biggest comic festival in Poland and grab Greg Rucka's autograph on Gotham Central Omni, but oh, dude, are you serious? Well, I hope for a fast recovery, my guy. My favorite character in comic books. Oh, yes, I read that already, Kenny. And Chris, I think what you sent in the mail came and it's upstairs. I'll tell Melanie to grab it. Good morning, Omar and Melanie. If anyone wants to listen to Omar talk about life and times of Scrooge McDuck, subscribe to the Geek Ultimate Alliance on any podcasts apps because the show drops tomorrow morning. So yes, Chris and I talked about life and times of Scrooge McDuck. I love that story. Who you like to see as X-Men FF in the MCU? Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, Cyclops. Yeah, those are some of my favorite. You talking about actors? Happy Saturday to you, Omar. I'm out watching football as per usual on Saturday. Can you ask David for Spider-Man Renew Your Vows Omni, please? Oh, that. Okay. Slot Conway Hauser. I'll see what I can do. The final episode of X-Men Animated Series aired 25 years ago this week. Woo! Bob Pliskin. Thank you. I'll take Bob Pliskin. Omar, my favorite character in comics is... Oh, I read that, Kenny. Are you not? You probably don't have your earphones on. Okay. Everyone should watch the Swamp Thing TV show. That was really good. Sadly, got canceled. Got canceled before it even had a chance. Do I talk to the people in charge of the Omnis at DC? Do I talk to the people? Yes. Do they listen? I don't know. Do they reply back? Once a year. If you're Omni Bro Geo, all right. Oh, yes. He is. Last I talked to him, which was yesterday. So he is doing all right. What's up, Big Stu in Orlando? Omar, big good morning. Will all the Barbarians be collected in the Jodorowsky hardcovers, library hardcovers? I would think so. The last one that I got from them, I just got a package from Humanoids. It's pretty thick. It's a big book. New Warriors Volume 2 Omnibus. Did you get your comp? No, not yet. But David has his, so it is real. Thanks for the Omni content update. Any word on Black Cat by McKay adding issues? I cannot remember if I asked about that one, if enough people wanted it. Is it the Mary Jane issue that people wanted? The Mary Jane and Black Cat issue? Nomad Omni. That is all. You're a one-man fight there. Who's your ideal Avengers team? Oh, I mean, I love Uncle Raj. So that was a lot of that was my favorite Avengers team. But if I got to go throughout the ages, it's going to sound stereotypical, but let's do it. Captain America, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, that is. Iron Man. Let's throw Rhodey in there too. He deserves it. Thor, but I want Donald Blake Thor. I know, because I like a guy that's super powered, just has all this power, but doesn't really know how to use it. Justice, Firestar, Stingray. Yeah. Black Widow. And I like Namor being part of the team a little bit. I think that would be fun. Let's see, who else? Who else would be? She-Hulk, not Hulk. I like She-Hulk a lot. Black Knight, Cersei. That's my team. There you have it. I heard about Carlos Pacheco. Somebody told us yesterday on the Discord. He's been diagnosed with ALS. It's a very sad day for us Spanish. Absolutely, it is a sad day for everybody that enjoys his artwork. He's a wonderful, wonderful creator. One of my favorite artists. And my gosh, especially this day and age. By the time he got into the Arrow, oh my gosh, what the heck is it called? Aerosmith. His art was just perfected. It reminded me of the old school classic artists like Hal Foster. So yeah, I hope for a recovery. Or it sucks. Does the thing Omnibus double dip with Fantastic Four very much? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Mel, hey, what's up? King Sport Cow. Got you. She is at the vet with our oldest cat. So she's on her way back. As a matter of fact, I think she just texted me. Nope, not her. Hi, Omar. Happy to be here for the first time. I was wondering any news on if there will be a cosmetic Ghost Rider Omnibus Volume 2, or Cosmic Ghost Rider, I'm sorry. And when or will there ever be a fourth saga hardcover edition? Fourth saga, yes, we know that will come, but that I don't think they have enough yet for the first trade. I don't think the first trade of the new stories are out yet. Cosmic Ghost Rider, I don't think there's enough material yet. So yeah, I got you. I don't think there's enough material yet for a second volume, but saga will come. Hello, Omar. What have you done with my machine? The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. The Nintendo DS? What are we talking about here? Mega Shremster, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Which storyline omnibus set do you prefer? Nightfall, Night's End, or No Man's Land? No Man's Land, but Prodigal at the end of Nightfall, at the end of Night's End. Oh man, that's one of the best. Like seriously, Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne share this beautiful father-son moment. I love it, man. It's perfectly written. But No Man's Land, just I like the overall event. I like the idea of Batman giving up on his own city and gaining back the trust of people like Commissioner Gordon. I love that scene. Can you see Spider-Man Clone Saga, Ben Reilly saga getting collected in Epic collection? Yeah, it'll probably be like some kind of modern collection. All they have to do is reprint those complete collections. Yeah, absolutely. Omar, what are your thoughts on Disney being afraid of using the Punisher as they are a family company? I don't think afraid might be the word. I think they're just waiting it around because we haven't. Rumor is that Born Again is going to feature their Punisher. I don't know. I mean, we know that there's going to be a Deadpool 3. If I were Disney, I'd be more worried about that if I was sticking to the family thing. But we already know we have rated R movies on Disney Plus. Mark Miller graphic novels and comic books do you like? I'm not the biggest Mark Miller fan, honestly, but I like Chrononauts. I thought that was a fun book. Superman Red Sun, but I think everybody and their mother will agree with that. Most not a fan of his Wolverine, his Ultimate X-Men. Didn't really dig his Fantastic Four. I like aspects of it. What was he did a book with Greg Capullo. I like that one. What the heck was it called? The Sword. I can't remember, but it was printed by Image. Heard rumors MCU X-Men will be based on Joss Whedon's run. Good. That's one of my favorites. Next Marvel Omnibus announcements. I'm getting the assets next week, so next week or the week after. Hey Omar, what character do you like in concept but hasn't had a definitive run yet, in your opinion? In concept? A definitive run. Oh man, this one's hard. There's a character that I really think has has potential, but it seems like his series are just stuck to little mini series and a Tom King series, and that's Adam Strange. I thought the concept of Adam Strange is really cool. A guy that just gets transported, like a regular human guy that gets transported to another planet. There's an intergalactic war happening. That's a really cool concept, but for some reason, it just never really worked. But then again, like I know he has a huge following from the Silver Age, and Tom King's run. Tom King's run, I didn't really dig that much. Swamp Thing TV show apparently got canceled because of a miscalculation in budget. It was given way more money than it was supposed to, of course. And when that was discovered, it was shut down. Hey, Omar, what do you think Uncanny X-Men Volume 6 and 7 would collect? Would it be double dipping with the event books like Mutant Massacre and Inferno? Will it bounce around? It will 100% double dip with Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, and Inferno. With Mutant Massacre, I don't think you'll get the X Factor issues. Like, the real question is, what is going to make people purchase these books if they already have Fall of the Mutants and Mutant Massacre and Inferno? And for me, I think, or at least I think the answer is, of course, the restored artwork, but not everybody cares for that. Really, nobody, I don't see a lot of people saying, man, I really prefer the restored artwork here, so I have to double dip and get this omnibus like a Fantastic Four. I think there were some people that did. They were like, oh, they restored the art. I'm getting the new printing of Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 2. The letter pages. I'll tell you what would get me is if they started including the Marvel Comics Presents issues that have never been collected in epic format, that haven't been collected anywhere else, featuring the X-Men outside of Wolverine. That's how they get me. But I don't know. I haven't seen the mapping for those. But yes, there is going to be some double dipping. However, dang it, I hate to say this. Don't let Curtis know I said this. But I actually like the mapping of the epics when they get to Uncanny and Adjectiveless X-Men, because that is mapping done right. That is exactly how I would have mapped out those books. So when they get there, here in about 10 years or so, when we get to the Jim Lee leaving X-Men, when we get to Bishop's Crossing, that's going to be a really cool book to have, because it's just going to be mapped beautifully. Good morning, Uncanny Omar. I have a question. Since the Mighty Thor Omnibus Volume 4 is coming in May, do you think we'll start getting new printings of Volume 2 and 3? I would like to think so, yes, but I haven't heard anything yet. Paul, thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Thank you, Omar, for your kindness and positivity. If I wanted to write David G. requesting a Spider-Man DeMatteis Omnibus, what should I say? I don't think he replies back to emails, honestly. So what you should say is maybe take not a poll, but what's it called? Get over 100 signatures. Get because Jam DeMatteis is pretty active on his social media. Get his blessing, and then send an email. Who knows? Worth a shot, right? Doesn't hurt. So Secret War Avengers, maybe. Could you see DC doing an Omni for Tom Taylor's current Nightwing run? Just read the newest issue and it's so darn good. I've been reading the trades or the hardcovers rather. Man, I love them. I love them. It's one of my favorite runs on Nightwing. Not that that's saying a lot, because there have been a lot of duds on Nightwing. A lot. At least for me. Like even Marv Wolfman coming back to Nightwing was no. Devin Grayson's run, Bob or Bruce Jones. Oh, I love Bruce Jones horror stuff and his Hulk run, but that Nightwing stuff was awful. No, I do not like I do not like Trouble at all. Is there a new Conan review coming out this week? Yes, it's already filmed. I was supposed to have it out last week, but it's coming out on Monday. Good morning from Benbrook. Omar, thank you so much, brother. MCU Punisher will wear flower motif. How dare you? That is Frank freaking Castle we're talking about. He'll have the sweet skull. Have you read The Gunslinger? The Dark Towers series? Yes, I loved it. I loved it up until he had a car accident, and then he started writing a lot of weird things in there. I don't want to spoil it for people. And I get it that, it's all connected because it's Stephen King and it's all connected with Randall Flagg and all that. I get that. But throwing characters in there like he did, no. Adam Strange disappears when the child support demand kicks in. That's some cold stuff, man. Good morning, Charlotte. How are you? Omar, have you read the RoboCop versus Terminator graphic novel? I have, and I loved it. I read it this week. It's so good. I thought it was cool. Absolutely. Hey, Omar, any hints if we'll see a classic Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 5 soon? No hints, because I don't know. Hey, Omar, have you read Gunslinger Kingspawn? I'm sorry, Gunslinger Kingspawn. No, I have not. Would it be a good starting point for Spawn? And so that's the answer. I don't know, because I have not read it yet. Any hopes for Scarlet Witch Omnibus or Phoenix Volume 2? Probably yes. I have a question, Omar. Who are your wish list of writers and artists team to take on a particular character? Like people that haven't gotten a chance to write a particular character in the past or draw them in the past. Who did I say? I had Sal from Comics Pop on one day, and we were coming up with the dream team, and I said I'd like to see Alan Moore and Mike Mignola. Well, what did I say? Right, Squirrel Girl to give us like the most out of this world experience with Squirrel Girl. People will write in letters to be all over social media that this book changed their life. Something crazy like that. Need a Fantastic Four 2099 collected. Is there enough material for an omnibus though? That series didn't really last enough. You are not from the future. Oh yeah, Bishop is though. Yes, he is. Does he reply back on Tumblr? I don't know. Does DC have a Marvel Epic Line book? They did. They tried, but sadly it failed. I just want this DeMatteis Spider-Man omnibus to happen so I can stop. DeMatteis deserves it though. He really has a really awesome run. Devin Grayson's run is underrated. Beside that one terrible thing, you know the one terrible thing that happened. It has shades of Born Again. Man, I did not like the path that she took Nightwing on, though. Like what she ended up doing with Blockbuster, what she ended up doing with Tarantula, and all these characters. I wasn't the biggest fan of her run. I'll be honest. It did have hopes at the very beginning, though, but the later part it just fizzled out. And I felt bad. Who was the next writer after that? No, it was 1 year later after that. So it was Bruce Jones, I think, after that. Do you have any Marvel, DC, or independent week by week floppies that you still get now and read when it's in your hand, dude? To being not really, honestly. I have a stack of books I read, and I don't really, unless it's something that's like calling out to me that I have to have it. I have to go and read it because I don't want it spoiled. I may do that. If MCU Punisher is not played by John Bernthal, then I don't. Dude, that guy killed it. He was so good. Do you have heard or have you heard about graphic novels, comic books from Stephen King? Yeah, he did The Dark Tower. He helped oversee the project, and he did The Stand. I believe those books are now with another publisher, not Marvel Comics. And the comics are good. It's got Jay Lee and Richard Eisenoff, and he goes on and draws the last few arcs when Jay Lee leaves the book. If you just want to read Spawn and you're asking if the Spawn Compendium is worth it, then yes, if you just want to read it. If you want to appreciate the artwork and the oversized art and have the covers included, then wait, hopefully, for the reprints of the deluxe editions, the hardcovers. Can you recommend other DC obscure character runs like Animal Man? Yeah, man. But sadly, there's not a lot of it collected. Like, I'd love to see Shade, the Changing Man. Like, how is that not collected? Like that's such a good obscure book. But if you like obscurity, like things that have been collected, honestly, Mr. Miracle is really good by Tom King. That one is still in print. Doom Patrol by Grant Morrison. Talk about obscurity. I think that might be the definition of obscurity for a lot of people. And that one's all available in one omnibus. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Kevin Barry, thank you. So, hi, Omar. Hope all is well. Have you read the content of the Thing omnibus? I love the character, but I've not heard much positive or negative. Years ago, I did. And when I was a kid, man, like that was the thing. I used to go to this place called Dr. Comics in the flea market, and he'd have just long boxes for us broke kids. They were like quarter boxes. And then when I started like stripping tobacco and hanging tobacco when I was a kid, like 12 years old, dude, I was always hustling. So I always had some kind of spare change, especially because, that hobby wasn't cheap. So he had like a bunch of things like Marvel 2-in-1, the not 2-in-1. No, it was 2-in-1. Yes. Marvel 2-in-1. And he had a bunch of Thing comics in there. They were like a quarter. They're all beat up copies, but they were just read copies. So I haven't read them in years. I think I got rid of those. My goodness, when I was still in high school. So it's a big nostalgia for me. What's up, Omnibo? Hey, Omar, reckon we'll get an Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 6 or Spectacular Volume 2? I think that's Spider-Man 6 before Spec 2. Sal's my boy. Comic Pop's a great channel. Yeah, he's a really cool dude. I need to actually hit him up, seeing if he's going to be at New York Comic Con. Maybe we can do something together while up there. Current Alan Moore writing Swamp or Squirrel Girl. That's just going to be Lost Girls with Acorns. No, no, it's not. I have hope that he still has. That was one of my first favorite questions to ask a writer. Is like, what is the best story you've written? What in your mind is the best story you've written? And my favorite answer by far is Chris Claremont's, the one that I haven't written yet. I love that answer. Hey, Omar, long-time lurker, first-time commenter on Q&A. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying it. Wanted to say thank you for your positivity and comics coverage. Also, you and Melanie are so adorable and restore my faith and love. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. I wish she was here to read that because she really needs it. And so before she gets here, I do want to say that we have to cancel the auction tomorrow, and the auction is, like I said, the funds we're getting is all going to go to Rachel Pollack, but we have to cancel it or postpone it because well, I'll let Melanie tell you a little bit more, but she lost her grandmother, so we have to go to the visitation and funeral. So yeah, so she would have loved to have read that, man. His contributions to American Vampire were the worst part. It was only for like the first 6 issues, wasn't it? Starman. Why didn't I say Starman? Starman's the answer. Thank you so much. Starman's the answer. Yep. Starman. Forget everything else. Forget Shade. Forget Doom Patrol. Go read Starman. It's obscure. Nobody talks about it. The Thing's 80s was meh. Wasn't it Byrne, though, that was writing it? His writing is hit and miss for me. Dude, that's how we used to get money, like big time, right? In the 80s, like there was a big, that was before the tobacco companies, of course, started putting the appropriate labels on things like, hey, these things could give you cancer, and they started raising the prices because of the tax. So tobacco was everywhere here in Kentucky when I was a kid. Hey, Omar, having read Jason Aaron's Thor and starting War of the Realms, was wondering if you think there's going to be a volume 2 or to have too many intertwined issues with War of the Realms. No, there will be a volume 2. We just don't know where. Hold on, this is my brother. It's true. He hustled me out of my McDonald's as a kid. I did used to hustle my brother. I love you, Manuel. That's my brother. I didn't know he watches this. That's so sweet. Thanks, dude. He could tell you stories about me. He's my younger brother. Maybe he doesn't want to share stories. Pin the comment, Omar. Keep an eye on it for when she gets here. Oh, I can do that. And of course I lost it. I'll let her know. Thank you all for your condolences. Seriously. Yeah, thank you. She was a sweet lady, and Melanie lost her dad in 2013, and this is her dad's mom. So yeah, it sucks. Oh, thank you. Part of the reason I jumped in the book club the other night was to help cheer Mel up and Hannah. Thank you. Yo, my brother's birthday was the 19th, and your brother's was yesterday. That's awesome, man. Do I have to read the whole Batman by Tom King to read Tynion's run? No. They're doing like their own thing. Like Tynion's run is like Batman and Bat Family. Tom King's run is like Batman and Catwoman. Oh man, ups and downs with these issues. Some of them are great. Some of them are not so good. Thank you, Mega Shrimpster. Thank you. The Thing issue when he was on Battle World was excellent. Feel a lot of people never read those issues. Yeah, it's like a fantasy story. No. It's Melanie's grandmother, not Melanie. It's Melanie's grandmother passed away. Hi, Omar. What are the best books to read from Marvel Ultimate Universe? I think everybody will tell you Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Fantastic Four, and Ultimate X-Men. And whatever you do, stay away from Ultimate. I think is what most people would say. There was a Jeff Loeb series called, what was it, Ultimate X? That nobody talks about. Had artwork by Arthur Adams and introduced some new characters, including a character that played a big part in X-Men Blue. My birthday was yesterday, 23rd. No cap. I know what that means. Thank you. Thank you so much. Burns Avengers was excellent. Now that No Man's Land Volume 2 has released, do you think will be long before the next Batman Omni is announced? Well, being that the catalog does not show any Omnis from DC, I would say maybe the next round. I hope so. Thank you, Mac. Grant Brayfogle, favorite Batman's run. That's a great that's a great creative team to try to beat, though. Maybe some people love Ultimatum. Ultimatum did have David Finch on art. Ultimates 3 had Ultimates is the other one people will tell you to read too. Ultimates 3 had Joe Mad on artwork. So any Psylocke recommendations? I really want to get into her. Yeah, me too. There was a Psylocke series that Christopher Yost wrote, and who was it? Oh my gosh, what is the artist's name? Talibao. Oh my goodness, that run was so good. Uncanny X-Force is good. That one is written by Rick Remender. The run, honestly, I really love Acts of Vengeance. I know that that's outdated now and it's been retcon, but I still love Acts of Vengeance. I think it's great. And Hellions. If I had to think of that one. Hellions. Y'all stop it. Is it true the MCU X-Men will be based off Astonishing series? I've not heard. That would be good with me. What's up, man? Yeah, the Nolan cover's the one that I had to go with. You know, it was written in Alan Davis' contract that if ever they did an omnibus of this, that he would get the first dibs at drawing the cover. And he did. So that's what the standard edition cover is. This is just one of the direct market covers. When will the overview be? As soon as I'm done reading it. And oh my gosh, I had to set a couple of personal books aside to start concentrating on all these omnis that are being released in October. There's a lot. Christopher Yost seems underrated. Well, I mean, he's doing good for himself. Him and Kyle, Craig Kyle, they're both writing movies now. I mean, they're the ones that did Thor Ragnarok. And yeah, I think they're not really underrated because a lot of people love that Messiah Complex era, right? Like Messiah Complex, Messiah War, Second Coming, and the Necrotia X and the X-Force era. That run, that run's superb. So they do get a lot of love. Y'all still joking about that Psylocke, huh? Tom King's Batman had some phenomenal issues, but it completely lost me with City of Bane and Batcat. I would still say I liked most of it more than because he's Batman runs. I will say I wasn't a fan like from the get-go. People loved it from the get-go, and for me, I was like, nah, this is not good. I don't care about Gotham Lad or Gotham Girl and Gotham. No, what is this? But the second story arc I really enjoyed. And ups and downs. Do you think the Predator now? Do you know if the Predator, Omni, and Aliens 1 and 2 will still be releasing this year? Yes, they should be. If you had a DC Gail Simone title to write, do you want her? Oh my gosh, that's a hard question. You know what? No, it's not. Birds of Prey. I would love Gail Simone back on Birds of Prey. Tie her down to a desk, never let her leave again. I think I love those characters. And don't get me wrong, I really love Chuck Dixon's run too, but I think her run was just so much more fun, especially when they added Huntress into the mix. When Huntress came in to Birds of Prey, and it was just more than Oracle and Black Canary teaming up with Ted Cord and random characters here and there, and Catwoman. I thought she was perfect. And you know what? Put Ed Bennis back on that book, because that's how a lot of people found out about how good the writing was, because of that Ed Bennis cake. If you know what I'm talking about. They knew what they were doing. DC was smart doing that. Like, we're going to put this kind of artist on this book, draw people into reading it, And then we're going to slowly phase them out. And they've given Justice League, but then we got the wonderful and talented Nicola Scott coming in. So start off with that. Yeah. Gail Simone and Ed Benes, and then Gail Simone and Nicola Scott. That's my answer. What is the current status anyway? Did Betty and Quanon ever separate? Yes. There are two different characters now. You have Betsy. Betsy Braddock. Elizabeth. Gosh. Sorry, my throat. She is now Captain Britain, and then you have Quanon, who is now Psylocke. I heard that James Earl Jones was retiring or giving up. Good for him. Good for him. He gave Disney permission to use his voice from archives and future digital recreation. I hope he got a pretty penny for that, and he never has to work a day in his life. That man has earned it. Can we see the spines of the Thing and Miracle Man? Sure. I was waiting for Melanie to get here. Now, keep in mind, this is the direct market spine. So I'm sure the spine of the standard edition cover will look different. Oh, that's a good thing. Remember when I was doing Man Thing Mondays? Let's start Man Thing Mondays. That could fit into the category. Black Cat in the Hat. What's up, Sean DeSook? Have you read any 2000 AD other than Dread? I don't know where to start. Boy, do I have a video for you tomorrow, because they were kind enough to send me this beautiful box with this book in it, and this was awesome. This has a new Judge Dredd story and a couple of other stories like The Bow to Halo Jones. So I'll be doing an overview of that tomorrow on the channel. It will be after the Kurosaki Court delivery service overview. Tom King does good work, but his Batman was trash. Yes, I said it. I think a lot of people were in, and then they weren't. I don't know. Really, I don't know where people are anymore with Tom King. Hi, Omar. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on Marvel losing the Conan rights. Is it worth buying the Savage Omnibus, or wait to see what Titan Comics do with it? Is it... Man, it's so hard, because... I don't know what Titan is going to end up doing with it. There's no official statement outside of tweets, which you never really should believe those anyway, of people claiming what they're going to do with it. The thing that I've said before on the channel, and the thing that sucks, is that there's not another company that puts a lot of love into and time into the restoration and money, because it is expensive, into the restoration of these books. If you ever... Sorry, I clear my throat. If you ever want to see the difference in what a book looks like if it's not restored, go and get the Conan Omnis by Dark Horse, or look at the Red Son. And I'm not throwing any shade. I love all these companies, but I know it takes a lot of money. And go and look at like Red Sonja by Dynamite. Look at those archive collections. Compare them to Conan, and it's night and day, because it takes a lot of money and a lot of time to restore the artwork. And my point is, I don't know if there's another company out there like Marvel that can invest time and money into a project like that. I hope so. But once you're used to the level of quality, and I'm not talking about paper, because people love to talk about paper and stuff. Like, outside of that, once you're looking at the level of quality, I think it'll be night and day, honestly. But I guess we'll see. What are the differences between Dark Horse Conan compared to Marvel? Are you talking about the reprints, or are you talking about the new books? The new books is really just their own take on these classic stories, like the Red Nels story. It's their own take, and they're wonderful. Like Kurt Busiek's run, if you've not picked that up, oh my gosh, that's what got me into Conan. Omar, have you listened to the Marvel Waste? I haven't. No, I can answer this question before I haven't listened to any podcasts. I haven't watched any YouTube videos. I haven't read books. Like, no. So I haven't read or listened to the Marvel Wastelanders podcast. I just started the Black Widow one. I did read the comic though. It's interesting. Man Thing Mondays, sir. This is a Wendy's. One of my favorite 2000 AD comics is Slain. That's the Conan type of character, right? Or I have a feeling your brother's stories are about you are more of an AMA material than the Saturday stream material. Speaking of which, I just want to gain access to the AMA. Thank you so much for asking. You're so good at that, man. We do have a Patreon, and thank you to our existing patrons. You guys are wonderful. But we have different tiers and different levels to unlock. So some of them are early access, voting on the next reading order. I believe the next reading order is going to be Transformers. And then there's also the book club, which is $7.77 tier, and ask me anything, which is just like this but smaller, and I can actually answer everyone's questions. It's freaking awesome. Then there's the $10 tier, which is you get your name on the credits, and the $25 tier, which is one-on-one with me, but that's sold out and has been sold out for a while now. Another good example of not so good restoration is Uncanny X-Men 274 in the Claremont and Lee Omnibus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you wait around for the X-Men, which I assume will be what, Uncanny X-Men Volume 7 Omnibus, yeah, that will be all restored. Do you think Marvel reprint colors are any good compared to the original issues? It depends on your taste. I think a lot of people have nostalgia for what those issues look like, that paper. And now that they're printing it on this glossy paper, it's hard to, this is as close to those colors as you're going to get, but more vibrant. I know people really like what Tashan did with the Spider-Man book. Rodimus Prime is the greatest. What's up, Carl? How are you doing, dude? Now, hi now, Omar. Chip Zdarsky has a massive spotlight on him. When will we get a Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus? I hope one day. I personally hate the MS Office gradient coloring for Sandman and Miracle Man remasters, honestly. Well, let me get this open. I assume they're going to use the new colors on this. But one way to find out. When did the Omnibus start? That's a good question. So the very first Marvel Omnibus is the Fantastic Four Volume 1. And then they did a Barnes & Noble tryout, like a Barnes & Noble Ultimate Spider-Man one. So it's been a long time. I want to say, was it 2004? Somebody can correct me, please. All right, let's see. Miracle Man. I assume, like I said, they are using the new colors because much like Walter Simonson's Thor. Yeah, it's the new colors. Let me make sure for those people that have been asking. It's the colors that they use for the hardcovers. You stopped collecting around 2004, 2005. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the best way to get back into comics, seriously. I love the collected editions. I love, here, I'm going to start stretching the spine, then I forgot. I love that this is the format that is best. This is really cool, though, the flashback issues. As you all know, Miracle Man, Marvel Man. It's got a convoluted history, but they started putting out these collected editions like after you left. It became a huge thing, so much so that people, it went from releasing 1 to 2 omnis a year to releasing, holy moly, like 5, 10 omnis a month. And it's a different way to collect these books. It's so, to me, what they do, most of these, and I don't want to say all of them, are collected in the proper reading order too. So you don't have to go and search out that missing annual. You don't have to go and find these back issues anymore. It's just a wonderful way to collect books. Now I have the Neil Gaiman Miracle Man trade paperback too. So hopefully we'll see that finish out. Oh, I love this issue. But anyway, to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. And I'll be doing oh, now that's cool. I'm so glad they did this. Oh, that's cool. Let me see here. Get a couple of these super chats. Hey, Matthew, is the Miracle Man in chronological order? All right, let's see. A Dream of Flying, which is book 1. Book 2 is the Red King Syndrome. Book 3 is Olympus, the Warsmiths, Legends, and Marvels and Miracles. So it looks like, sorry, I can't flip through the whole book, but it looks like it is. It's the 3 books that they did before, the 3 hardcovers, and they put them together. Is what it looks like. So the Red King Syndrome, that ends with Mind Games, which is chapter 12. And there's the 1956 prologue, which introduces us to Miracle Man, of course. And then, A Dream of Flying. This book. So it looks like it's the same order that the trades were, or the hardcovers were in, if you got those. But thank you so much for asking. What are your thoughts on X-Men 1 through 66 best issues? Roy Thomas and Neil Adams issues are my favorites. They're great. The others are okay and part of history, which is why I have them. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, it's not Fantastic Four. It's not Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's Spider-Man. It felt different. Good morning, Omar. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Where's Melanie? Also, would you rather get a Gail Simone Secret 6 or Birds of Prey Omni? Birds of Prey Omni. It deserves it. It's time. I would love to see that happen. And Melanie is at the vet right now with our oldest cat. She should be back, though. She texted me a little bit ago saying she was on her way back. So, yeah, she's on her way back. Thank you so much for asking. That is the Magneto, Hot Magneto with Rogue on her hand on his chest. Oh, a lot of super chats came in. Thank you all so much. Seriously. It's going to be an expensive, because remember, next Saturday is our giveaway. So all the super chats help with shipping. So yeah, we have some gift cards, and at 10 o'clock, we're kicking it off on a Patreon, and then 11 o'clock here. So it's going to be great. It's really draining, but we have a lot of fun. I haven't heard any thoughts on She-Hulk. I'm enjoying it. I think it's fun. Give my condolences to Melanie. Also, hook up with Sal and do something. Okay, I will. I really like talking to that guy. He speaks my language, you know. He's the guy that names off books and titles and creators. A lot of fun, man. About classic X-Men 1 through 6, I believe Roy Thomas is highly underrated, especially the Neil Adams and Sienkiewicz. Did he do those? I know Chris Claremont gave him a plot idea. Yeah. Just found the Dynamic Forces #1 Neil Adams cover. Wow. Why did you do that overview? Okay. Why did you do that overview of Gotham City Sirens? The art is gorgeous. Oh, Galen March's art is beautiful on that. I like that run. Like, Paul Dini's part is just awesome. I love Paul Dini's part. Tony Bedard and Peter Calloway, their run was okay. When would you say Byrne peaked? I'd say Fantastic Four. I've found his hold on one second. I think Melanie just got home. I'm telling her to bring the for me. Oh man, I want to say She-Hulk. She-Hulk might have been the book that I'm like, this is beautiful artwork. It was right before he got too sketchy, and he was doing his own inks, and nothing will ever be as clean and crisp as Terry Austin inking his art. But I think when She-Hulk came out, that to me was just, his art was perfect. I think that I'm going to stick to that. I'll say when She-Hulk, his run on She-Hulk is the most perfect run, or the most perfect art for John Byrne. Because after that, by the time he was doing X-Men, it just got a little too sketchy for me. And dude, I did not even answer your question. What are my thoughts on She-Hulk? I think it's okay. I think it's a fun show. It's your basic sitcom show. And if you don't like sitcoms, then the show is not for you. Seriously. And while the humor doesn't land with me, I know it lands with a lot of people, and that's what matters. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Ally McBeal more than anything. Why is DC using non-glossy paper in trades? I thought we evolved past this. cheaper, keeping prices down. So probably one of the reasons. I don't know. I've kind of just got used to it. And honestly, in the trades, it didn't bother me as much when they were doing deluxe editions, like the Batman Tom King ones. Those are the ones that really, I was like, really, we're gonna use this paper on a deluxe edition? Huh. I don't mind it in the trades. I kind of dig the trades having that non-glossy paper, but in the I guess my brain is just used to deluxe editions, and you can thank Marvel for that. Back in the '90s when we had the standard editions, y'all remember that? During the Age of Apocalypse, during the Phalanx Covenant, the newsstands got the standard editions with the matte paper, right? And then you paid those were $1.50, and then for $1.95 you get the deluxe edition that had the glossy paper. I don't know if people remember that or not. So every time I think of gloss or deluxe editions, I think of glossy paper. I prefer non-glossy paper. I think it really is it depends on the book and the taste and your taste too, your personal taste. The Baxter paper. My favorite paper is the paper that they use in Berserk. I think that, oh my gosh, it just absorbs all the black, so the contrast looks so good. Love it. I agree, Omar. I just want to know how you felt about the series. I like it. Yeah, it's okay. I'm enjoying it more than I did Moon Knight. I wasn't a fan of Moon Knight. If you're looking for something cool to read, I recommend reading Deceased. All of them are great. I hope we get an omnibus of that. Big fan of Tom Taylor. That book is good. It's a lot of fun. She-Hulk isn't a masterpiece, but it's fun for what it is. It's largely a parody of current society. Because of that, it won't age well. Oh, but do any of those sitcoms age well, though, if you think about it? I mean, even Seinfeld, some of the jokes are timeless, right? Like the shrinkage. No soup for you. Oh, man, okay. Maybe most of the Seinfeld jokes have aged well. Oh, okay, dude. Enjoy the stream. Got to switch over to Auburn football against Missouri. Many thanks, and War Eagle. Thank you for watching, brother. Yes, I did. 2 weeks ago, Gabriel, and I hope your show went well, buddy. Omar, I think you and Melanie will really like the new Katie Beaton graphic novel, Ducks, 2 year. Thank you. That's the book that I was gonna get. That's the one. Is that the one by? Is it printed by Dark Horse, Rick? It looked interesting, and I like obscure titles like that. That's just ducks. What the heck is a football? Speaking of sitcoms and having aged well, Friends sucks. Even back then, I wasn't a fan of Friends. I liked Jennifer Aniston. I thought she was so cute because, believe it or not, she was the girl to me from Leprechaun. I remember the movie Leprechaun, and hey, it's almost Halloween season, so I can talk about these things. And I thought, oh my gosh, that girl's so cute. And then I saw her in Friends, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch this show just for her. And yeah, that. So. Drawn and Quarterly. Thank you so much, Rick Ray. I will pick it up. But Friends has a huge fan following. They don't need my approval. Omar, as a Florence Pugh fan, yes, sir, I am. Are you planning on seeing Don't Worry, Darling? I saw it on Wednesday premiere, and it's very good. Got some nice Westworld vibes, although no robots in that movie. I was planning on waiting on it. Dude, I haven't seen Barbarian yet. I just haven't had time to. I really need to make time to go to the movies. The Leprechaun was so cute. The Leprechaun wasn't cute. Jennifer Aniston. My goodness. She was. She was in the first one. In the first Leprechaun. Don't at me, Carl. Omar, I think you will like Robert Vendetti's. I do like Robert Vendetti's Hawkman. But double check that for me, Carl. I really think she was in the first one. Omar, just for fun, rank your favorite Fantastic Four comic runs across the decades. Jonathan Hickman's, Mark Waid's, John Byrne, Tom DeFalco, Walter Simonson, Stan Lee, and Jack Kirby. Like, okay, I'll tell you what. From my favorites to least favorite, even though these are top notch, all of these are awesome. So let's go. Let's do least favorite. Okay, so least favorite. Here we go. Least favorite Fantastic Four run. I can't believe I'm doing this. But I would go with. Oh, dude, this is hard. Sorry, Walter Simonson's run, still top notch. After that, Jonathan Hickman. That's right. I said it. I know those people love it. I love it too. After that, Stanley and Jack Kirby. I'm gonna get killed for that one. After that, Tom DeFalco. I love Tom DeFalco's run. Then John Byrne, Mark Waid takes the top. Mark Waid family with the freaking horrible horrible thing that Dr. Doom did to his girl. I will never forget that. And you have the late Mike Marengo on artwork. Drawn and Quarterly published Ducks. I used to work in the oil sands, so I'm really looking forward to reading that one. Thank you so much for reminding me of that one, brother. Maurice, thank you so much. Omar, for the super chat, my brother. Omar, I began and end my weeks with your grateful, insightful content. You're a true gentleman, astute scholar, and gatekeeper of the hobby. My gatekeeper. Much continued success and looking forward to seeing you at New York Comic Con. I look forward to seeing you. Yeah, and if anybody is going, please come and say hi. I don't care if I'm filming. Even if I'm interviewing somebody, you yell, "Yo, Omar!" I will stop and say hi. Unless Chris Claremont again, then I can't just, no, I'm just kidding. Of course, say hi. I don't care where I am. Bathroom, bar, my room. That's going to get awkward. I had high hopes for Dan Slott's Fantastic Four run. And again, Maurice, thank you for the super chat. After all his Fantastic Four love and Spidey, but I wasn't crazy about it. Ups and downs for me. I think it's definitely... See, I knew I was going to get yelled at. I think for me, like...
Who's yelling at you?
People. Hey, baby. People are yelling at me because I somebody asked me to rank my Fantastic Four, and I gave the wrong answer.
Wrong.
I suck. I'm sorry. If this was school, I'd be failing.
I wouldn't fail you.
I know. That's because you love me. Thank you, baby.
Preferential treatment.
Wade's Fantastic Four is tops. Totally agree. Is this one mine, love?
They're the same.
Okay. Thank you for agreeing. No, I love the Falco's run. I think it's very underrated. I think it is the most underrated. The most underrated. But he's third. He's above Stan and Jack. You know how many people are going to kill me for saying he's above Stan and Jack?
No,
Everyone.
Hi, everybody. Wait. Hello, everybody.
You're just in
and
time.
You all say, I'm just in time to bring down the package that we got.
I'll get the pack.
No, wait. I gotta get the scalpel.
Okay, if you live in Europe and are interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, then you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for big Marvel and DC EU books in the EU. Sorry, my wife hit her head on my light.
Did I move it?
No, it's fine. I'll get it. Flat rate shipping of €12 and for €12 for all EU countries. All emails will be answered within 24 hours. They also offer a superb selection of new titles and out-of-print books. Just head over to Walt's Comic Shop for more details and rare titles. And for limited time, you can enter the code near mint condition at checkout for free shipping on all EU for all EU countries with your first order of €40 or more.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis like this, and also this T-shirt and premium collected editions in Europe.
So, if you're joining the chat now, I did mention that we have to postpone the chat.
Okay.
Or we have to postpone the auction tomorrow with Nick from Dynamite, and I told him about your granny passing away. So
yeah,
and you were getting a lot of love.
Oh, well, thank you guys, thank you. And then yeah, people know. Say hi, Dr. Nick. Let's see. So yeah, thank you guys for saying hi. And Sergeant Savage sees Savage Sword 8 down there.
Oh wow, good eye.
With stars in his eyes. So Beast Wars. What is this?
Is this the Beast Wars from IDW? Oh my gosh.
Wait, and it's signed.
Yeah. Is there a note? There's a Space Otter Publishing. Art and Prada
Otter
Publishing.
Italy.
Oh, it's from Italy. Okay.
Okay, there's the note. I was like, who is this from?
Oh, it's our buddy Partworks. Is he here? Okay.
Oh,
here's a set of Wildman Bakersville above stamps. Oh, he did get us the stamps.
Oh, wow.
This is amazing.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
And an upgrade to the little. I do have the Beast Wars Omni. Dude, Trades at the original size from Simon's convention stock. Sign on the inside covers. Dude, this was so sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
And it is the art, the classic Transformer comic. Look at RC fighting Soundwave. Oh man, that's so freaking awesome.
Is he here? Is he here? Is he here? Oh, thank you, Hondalorian. And Jose is saying cool. I'm just about as good as Jess. Jess is a gentleman and a scholar and a national treasure.
Is he a national treasure? According to him. Doesn't count.
I'm saying it. Thank you, Taylor and Talks Colleagues. Thank you guys for the condolences. Thank you.
Yeah, people are really supportive and sweet. Thank you all.
Hi, Emily. Now that I know your face.
Frame those stamps. I'm gonna get a frame from the frame shop.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We have so many things to frame. You all send us prints and things like that. I love it. Like I've gone through a box of prints. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna put all this stuff.
Here we go. Probably. I remember you said that. Was it last week? Probably the last Royal Mail stamp issues that will feature the Elizabeth head in profile.
Yeah, so the head's right there.
Yeah. She had no idea, 50 years ago that her head would be next to a robot on a postage stamp, right?
These are not robots. These are synthetic.
A robot in disguise. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
When you say you love giant robots, of course you're going to list Transformers. Dang nabbit. So
Transformers.
Actually, they are.
Oh, I missed your babbling.
I'm not babbling. Oh, Jack Barry. He's trying to start something. William Shakespeare is the greatest writer in the English language. This is the hill I die on. He is very commendable.
Yo, here's
a lot of stuff I don't like.
Here's the thing, man. Like living in Kentucky, apparently the people that sound more like William Shakespeare's English,
Eastern Kentucky, on the other side of the Appalachian Mountains,
is in Eastern Kentucky in hollers because they were so secluded from the rest of the world. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. So it's crazy to think that Shakespearean English sounds like. And of course
they don't. People with accent don't like. There's still a huge difference, right, between the way they sound as Shakespeare, but compared to everybody else, it's just the closest. That's what I heard years ago. We watched a TED talk on it. No, not really.
I fell asleep through
it. Josh saying they are robots. Yeah, more people should say dang nabbit. Dang nabbit.
Oh, that's my wife, man.
Oh, what about William Shakespeare? Have you ever heard of Chris Claremont? Alicia was asking last night. She's like, who's your favorite comic writer? And you were busy and I answered for her. She's like, I was asking Poppy. And I was like, I know the answer.
Oh, my baby.
Mike Irish, thank you for the super chat. And I did not, because I took my cat to the vet, I did not have time to upload some new gifts. So here you go. You can have the sexy post Spider-Man. Oh, you have this show.
I haven't even done it.
Okay. So there you go, Mike. Oh, wait. No, the Batman. Oh, you get two. Batman Begins versus The Dark Knight. I'm one of the few people who thinks Batman Begins is the better Batman movie. Love both, though. What do you think? Thank you, Mike, for the super chat.
I think Batman Begins is like the perfect origin movie. I love it. But The Dark Knight. Yeah. I like Begins more. Barely.
Warren says neither. Cody, Batman Begins.
I want to know what Warren surprises me with the things that he likes. He hates X-Men, but likes Dazzler.
Your catchphrase is carajo. The Batusi Batusi gift would be good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Batman Beyond, man, that was a good show.
And Batman Beyond the movie was excellent. The Return of the Joker.
Yeah, that was
the unedited version.
Oh, Cody's saying The Dark Knight. Mask of the Phantasm. Which is better? Batman Beyond, Return Joker, Mask of the Phantasm.
I took this pretty girl named Molly on a date to go see Mask of the Phantasm. It was my excuse to go see Mask of the Phantasm. I asked her on a date, and she said, okay. She had no idea she was going to be with a nerd watching Mask of the Phantasm. She said she liked it.
Did you go on another date?
Yeah, I took her to Burger King.
The same night?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Right.
Yeah, man. That was freshman year. Are you jealous? You jealous?
that's so sweet. No,
Had my
because
friend
it's
Chris
freshman year,
pick us
so
up
it's
and drop
okay.
us off. Dark Knight, because when I went to go see it at midnight, people were throwing beach ball. Oh, wasn't that fun?
Beach balls in the movie theater. Good times for sure. Oh, that is a good that's a good memory. I'm an apologist for The Dark Knight Rises. Did you kiss her? You were a freshman though. Did you
I was
kiss
a
her?
friend, maybe on the cheek. She wasn't. Molly was she's a good girl. This is the Miracle Man cover. Spine. This is one of the direct market covers. I'm sorry, Kevin Nolan in the back. Underneath the dust jacket's where it's at, though. That's so cool. I'm so glad they did this. By the way, I didn't say where it was printed. I think it's the iMac printer, just based on the smell. I was stretching the spine. I got to be really careful what I flip
Smell
to.
it. Smell it.
Definitely parental advisory for strong language and content. I wonder if the original writer, if the name is going to be...
It's not on the spine.
Well, yeah, they never do. It's story by the original writer. But I mean, within the book itself, like the beginning.
We had for we had a book club a couple of nights ago talking about Swamp Thing, Saga of the Swamp Thing, Volume 1. And we said his name all over the place.
Well, that's DC. He doesn't have an issue with that.
Oh, okay.
It's Marvel that he has
Gotcha.
issues.
Let's see. Everything will be made by iMac in the future.
Everything? What about my car?
What about Sub-Zero?
Oh, yeah, the second Batman movie, right?
I don't really remember it. I'm sure I've watched
Did it have
it.
a theatrical? I remember that one having like a small theatrical run. Just to date it for everyone, Mask of the Phantasm. No, my love. I'm okay.
Bite?
No, please.
I'd like to share.
Mask of the Phantasm came out in 1993.
93. What were you watching? And I was like,
maybe it was sophomore year. No,
early?
it was I thought it was freshman.
Oh, Bug's Life was 99. And I was like, what? I didn't know it was still in high school. I thought it was like in college. Omar did not smell the Miracle Man Omni.
I just did. I did. Hey, Cryptic.
Anything is better than Batman and Harley. Where's my girl?
Babs.
No.
No?
Oh my gosh, how could her name escape me?
Bar,
thank you.
I said Babs. I was really close.
Mystery of the Bat Woman. I don't really remember it. Oh, okay. So Ringmaster's asking for an explanation. What is Alan Moore's problem with Marvel anyways?
No, it was less of a problem of that. It's more of a take my name out of it because of the family. I think
the family.
He wanted more money to go to the original creator, not the original writer, rather. Because the prologue is done by
okay.
So it had to do with that at first, and then for some reason they took it out of, I don't know, lawyers, man. I was just told not to say anything, not to use the name when I did my that was a really hard video to put together. Was the announcement of this Omnibus.
So he's wanting money,
like he doesn't want he doesn't want
credit to go to the original creator.
Well, his family, right? And so that's why he decided to take like his name out of it.
Isn't that commendable?
I thought that was really cool of him.
Yeah.
He's a really interesting guy for a lot of people that, hate on him because of how cold and distant he has become. I think he's really interesting about that.
I mean, yeah, it's a really commendable thing to do. Where do we go on our first date? You want me to tell?
Sure.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yeah,
Pet golf.
That's where we fell in love.
That we had been talking. We liked each other, and he wanted everybody on spring break, our group of friends, his family, to go down to.
This is my way to get Melanie.
But I was the only one that could go on the day you were going down, and then everyone else would join us. And
mission accomplished.
We did putt golf, and you pretend to pick me up, and
at
our motel room, you went outside, and then
and if I got a hole in one, I got a kiss.
Yes, no, if you met par, if you were under par, or however you say it, you got a kiss, and then I got embarrassed because there were little kids around. Remember when it was raining and we were ride our bikes, and we had to stop his rating. This was years later. And
We were married then.
And I was like, there's an old lady over there. I don't want to kiss.
My wife is a very interesting person.
I think I'll be fine now. I don't know why. And then you guys had KFC. No, we went to a bar.
Yeah, we went to a bar.
But I didn't drink. I had like a Coke because I didn't drink.
I drank.
Yeah, you got kissed because you were subpar. Yeah.
Thanks, Max.
Thanks for the question.
I'm back and forth.
That's good. Those are good memories. Well, I was trying to find. We've got a super chat,
okay.
But Big Stu is asking to please show us the hardboard under the thing.
Yeah, of course.
Slipcase.
Of course. So the thing, that's the back. I'm sorry. I love that piece of art right there. And then the back right there. Under the dust jacket.
Oh, look at that.
Okay,
purple.
This is cool. It's like sketches of, or it's art of the thing all over it. Purple. Man,
it's
these designs are doing lately, like with the Wakanda book and the Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Black Panther book. That was.
I
like that they're doing different things.
But I don't know the art term for this. Like, it looks old. It's got like spots missing from it's not solid color like on his rocks. Like there's little spots of like it's aged. What well, I guess his rocks are aged. I don't know. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just saying hi.
Hello, Mike. Yeah.
Hey, Mike. How long does it take you to read an omnibus? Modern Age?
No.
Dude, I've done it in 1 day, baby. Silver Age? I've done it in 1 week.
1 week, baby.
No, it's taking me 3 days sometimes. Like I did Ditko and, oh my gosh, Stan Lee and Ditko when I think Maddie and I were doing something. I just went ahead and read the whole thing. So that was about 3 days. Yeah, it depends on really the writer and the age, right? What when it came out.
Don't know what I was saying.
Oh, the purple design is all over.
Dot Matrix? No, not the like pop comic look. I guess distressed. Oh, thank you.
Who said that? Yeah, somebody else said that too, right above him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all.
The old lady might have been into it. Oh, let me tell you, I'm already just looking out the window, watching things. I'm an old lady. I'm definitely going to just be watching everything.
Who's the lady that was
Hi, Sir Wade.
The old lady that wanted to wear my skin? Who was that? It was somebody that looked at my picture.
No, she didn't. She did not want to wear his skin.
Okay. I thought she did.
She said, it was like when I was in college, my graduate year is one of the mentors for being a teacher. And she said something about you having beautiful skin. And you turned it into, when I told you, turned it into, she wants to wear my skin.
I can't remember the lies I tell myself sometimes. Omar, smell the thing. The thing. It doesn't have a strong smell at all. So, I say it's iMac, though, just based on the way. I'm not even going to lie. The way that the book laid over, I say iMac. But Miracle Man was iMac. And the paper stock in this feels a little thicker than Miracle Man. Could just be me, but
when renewing his contract, New Spooky John was saying DC was going to give Neil Gaiman equity in a pre-existing character he revived for Sandman, and he told them not to, so that the original character or creator got the credit instead. Yeah,
that's cool, man. That's class act. You got to give it up to guys like that. And there's several in the industry. And then, man, getting to interview some people behind the scenes, I'm really disheartened, like the stories they tell me about some of the creators they've worked with and how they just wanted to take full credit for everything and leave out the artist. I think it's wrong, but like I said, those are stories that were told to me behind the scenes, and it really surprised me and opened my eyes to some of the creators, which kind of made me lose a little bit of faith in humanity. The best smell is Silver Age single issues. Not a better smell in the world. Sniff. I like the smell of roses and cookies right out of the oven. But Silver Age comics are cool.
Have you ever watched Beware the Batman? I didn't.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it did it get picked up for more than one season.
Casey Brinky is going to be on the next season of Doom Patrol. Who's that?
So it got picked up, like season 4. Oh, I love Doom Patrol. It's got Crazy Mary, your girl, in it from Orange is the New Black. You read her book?
Mm-hmm.
Dag nabbit.
Diane Guerrero. She's going to be at New York Comic Con.
She is so pretty.
That would be fun to
Not
meet
as pretty
her
as you.
because we read her book last year. Oh, thank you. We read her book last year, and it was just so moving. I would love to meet her for that. And yeah,
She is easy on the eyes, and she's a talented artist because she plays like 7 different characters because she's Crazy Mary. Like her character is awesome on that show.
And yeah, and in the book, she's
But Crazy
growing
Mary.
up.
Crazy
She's
Mary's
not-
the woman my dad picked up. Crazy Jane. Sorry, folklore of Frankfort,
wait.
Kentucky.
He did?
He did. He picked that Crazy Mary up. Sorry.
Where, take her where?
Oh, it was hilarious. She made him drive her because my dad is nice, right? He picked up this lady, not knowing she was Crazy Mary, picked her up. Sorry, this is Frankfort folklore, a small town here in Kentucky. Picked her up, and she drove, like, she made him go to different locations. She's like, oh, no, this isn't it. Go over here. My dad drove for 20 minutes and dropped her off at the exact same location she picked her up from.
Which, I mean, right, it's it's a town, not folklore, but like what, I can't talk.
She's the town crazy,
right? But however, she did need help.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, she needed help.
Yo, man, her and the preacher man and who was the other guy? I can't remember. There were 3 people, and when
they
the
were
Holy
friends.
Yeah, and they were friends. And when the Holy Trinity met, I wish I was a freaking fly on that wall listening to the conversation that the 3 of them had together.
So yeah. Just saying we're not making fun. Walt's Comic Book Channel, such a nice t-shirt, Melanie. Thanks, Walt, because again, you can get this at Walt's Comic Shop. Omnis are forever, and there's like hoodies.
I'm taking my hoodie to New York Comic Con, man, because it's so comfy.
You get a bag. There's a bag. There's different types of merch that you could get that say Omnis are forever. So, well, thank you, Paul. Thank you. Mac, I like the trailers.
He does trailers. He does trailers. Is there a volume 2 to Batman Legacy, or did they put volume 1 just for fun? There is a volume 2. It's hard to find though. Oh. And keep in mind, the 2 trades were the ones that came out later. There was a one and done trade that just had legacy issues. That's long out of print, but easier to find. Yeah. You're gonna be seeing Black Adam when it comes out. I'm very optimistic. It will either be great or terrible.
Twill either be great or terrible.
I agree, and I will be seeing it when it comes out.
And Jose said, he was talking back. Yeah, I love The Rock, and I love him just being The Rock. So I don't know.
You know the audience he's getting in there. Rock fans. Lots of October 18th releases and lots of Spider-Man in December. Yes, sir. That's why I have to do a lot of reading. So I want to give a thank you to Taylor Talks Comics. He's taken over the audio. I want to give a thank you to Aran, who helped me out with my audio. Wait, did I say Taylor Talks Comics? I have my brain scattered. Taylor Talks Comics is taking over social media. He's answering questions. So thank you so much for that, dude. Aran is the guy that's helping me out from with my audio, like trying to take out the static of it and doing it. He's all the way in Iran, and he's helping me out with it. And dude, it's so sweet. So tomorrow I'm gonna test out some things a little bit different, and of course Keenan, man, for helping us out with all the stuff like the swipes, and we have some new. I cannot wait to do the new Omnibus announcements because we have new graphics that he's doing for characters, right? Like if it's X-Men related, it's gonna have an X-Men. So I kind of may have spoiled that. Yes, there is a book I'm announcing that's X-Men related, but it doesn't necessarily have to be X-Men. It could be, I don't know, could be X-Force, could be X-Factor, it could be Wolverine. So I think it's really cool getting to work with wonderful people. And yeah. Omni Nation's here.
Hey, Omni Nation. Hey, y'all. I'm super hyped that my boy Black Panther is finally hitting the omnibus shelves this year.
Dude.
Omar, can you please show a little bit of what that Wakanda Omni? Little bit of that Wakanda Omni. Please?
Yeah, man. I'm reading the Ta-Nehisi Coates right now. But this is actually this book has been pushed up. This will be the first book in October that gets released. So I probably need to take this one upstairs. So this is Wakanda, World of Black Panther. Which is funny because I really thought it would be called Black Panther, World of Wakanda. Oh, look at that, my wife.
There we go. Just so you can hold it straight.
Yes. This is the direct market cover. There is a standard edition cover by Sanford Green, which we may be giving away next week. Just saying. If you watch the channel for our giveaway, tell everybody. And this has a very similar design to what I love these designs that they're doing with these new books. That's really cool.
That is a fat Omni.
It is a fat Omni. You said it, my brother.
It's a good looking Omni.
I think it is too. I like the way that, underneath the dust jacket, it looks great. So this is all the little mini series by different creators. And this one is printed at the Donley printer. So hopefully there'll be more from there because I know people really like Donley. So this has a bunch of the mini series. Some of them by Ta-Nehisi Coates, but a lot of them by other creators. I think Christopher Priest has one in here. Maybe no, he did the annual, I think. Let's see. Who did Shuri? Shuri was Nedi Okorafor. That's who did Shuri. Yeah, Christopher Priest did the annual. With Don McGregor.
That's a pretty...
And Reggie Hudlin. Yeah, so the designs of these books, I love what they're doing with these books. They're trying out new things. So can't wait for the giveaway bots to be back. As long as they smash the like button and give me some super chats. One of those bots give me super chats. That helps out with shipping.
Yeah, that would make complete sense, right?
Dude, thank you so much again for the stamps. That was so sweet in the books.
I still say Bane of the Demon before the reveal in collected editions disrupts the flow if you put it in after. Everything is against the clock from there. A 4-issue mini, too much between issues.
Okay. Dang it. I can't talk about why. You're right. Because that stupid story should have been kept until after 700, right? I agree with that.
Gotcha. Captain Curls, Omar, the upcoming Maestro Hulk Omnibus. Did you get around to mentioning to Marvel about including 2012's A plus Avengers plus X-Men #1, or is it Versus? A Hulk Maestro
No,
story
I didn't. I'm sorry. Do me a favor. If somebody... Sorry, as soon as I get done with this, I have to go and film something. But if somebody could email me what they wanted for the Black Cat, because I didn't write that one down because I guess I didn't see enough need for it. The Black Cat Omnibus by Jed McKay and this right here for the Maestro. Please email me that info. What issues? Okay. I will be happy to send that over to Marvel. And as you all know, sometimes they say yes. Sometimes they say, get the out of here.
Omni Nation approves. Good God Almighty. That looks George. Oh my God.
I love Omni Nation's laughter. It's so contagious. And he's such a good guy.
You should have a GIF of yourself.
That's a good picture of him.
No, it should be a GIF. You should have one. Any idea when the Christopher Priest Black Panther Omni is hitting stores?
That's the only one I don't have. I have the classic, which, by the way, the classic has been changed. Oh, I was supposed to take a picture of this. It's the Angry Irishman. This came from the Hondalorian. Somebody was asking who did the artwork. It's Jason. Is it Jason Ulrich? So one thing I noticed about the Black Panther, the early years, is that they took out the volume 1. So it's not a volume 1. So I find that pretty interesting because
nothing.
It should have been the early years 1. Yeah, I don't know what this is because this happens. This ends before I think Jack Kirby comes back. No. Kirby comes after McGregor. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't know what they'll call it, but that is no longer a volume 1 as it was solicited.
I wish I was standing in the jungle right there, like Black Panther and the waterfall. That looks really relaxing.
Okay.
Daywalker saying, greetings from Greece. Are the trade paperbacks of Tinyans, Batman, and Marvel Masterworks going to be released or not? There's been a long time since last issues.
Okay, hold on. Let me read this again.
Mhm.
Are the trade paperbacks of Tinian's Batman and Works going to be released or not? I'm trying to figure out what Works is because DC
Marvel
doesn't, but DC doesn't do Marvel Masterworks.
Oh, well,
Um,
maybe it's two questions in one.
I think the trades are coming. Are you talking about the standard size hardcovers? Is that what you're talking about? Sorry, Dave Walker. I just want to make sure I answer your question because I know in the solicits that there are standard size hardcovers again of Tinians. It's been a long time. You're right.
Unknown saying, just order the Starman Omni Volume 1 after watching your top 10 graphic novels, and I'm super excited to start reading it. Good.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. Man. It's one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, I was expecting Black Panther Early Years Volume 2 to include Epics Volumes 2. Yeah, it's when Kirby comes back and takes... They're like, sorry, Don McGregor, what you're doing is really good, but see ya. Jack the King is back.
That's what Mega Shrimpster said. Maybe the next one will be Black Panther by Jack Kirby.
Yeah, but then we need to wrap up Don McGregor's run, right? And his run isn't wrapped up until the trilogy is not wrapped up until the Marvel Comics Presents issues. So you would have to include that in there. So I wonder what they'll do. I'll ask David. I know he's stressful. He's stressing out right now because he's in the middle of a movie. I'm going to call him right now. Yo, what's up with that Black Panther Volume 1? It's gone. Lose my number. Click. That's how that conversation would go.
You have beautiful eyelashes.
Thank you. My mother said the same thing when I was born.
And the girl's got your beautiful eyelashes. Any idea when Spawn hardcover will be out?
Volume 4 is the first one that's being reprinted, right? I meant to send them an email. I'm gonna send my contact at Spawn at McFarlane Studios an email. They were really good at contacting me. Puberty years.
Let's see. Can you show the second one under the desk jacket? Or wait,
the classic.
Oh, okay.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
This is the classic. I love this cover by, I believe that is that Ribbich.
Yeah, I want to stand there like him.
Okay, this is your classic look, so it makes sense, right? This is what the classic looks like. So, like Spider-Man and X-Men, this is what they've looked like underneath the dust jacket. So it makes sense that this one looks like that.
Okay, so Daywalker said Mighty Marvel Masterworks.
I'm sorry, okay.
And Tinian's Trade Volume 3, for example, and not only hardcover.
The trades are coming. We just haven't had announcements of those. And yeah, Mighty Marvel Masterworks took a little bit of a break, but they're coming back.
Ashniable, what a cover. I blind bought the 7 to Eternity collection because it seems everyone is going on about it this past week, but I've not read a lot of Rick Remender's stuff. What do you recommend?
Fear Agent, Low, Deadly Class. If you can find it, Tokyo Ghost. He's one of my, I know he's tropey as heck. There's a lot of freaking things that he does over and over again, and a lot of the characters he uses are very... They're pretty much one character that he uses, but I don't care. I still love it. It's usually this character is going through depression and suffering through some kind of addiction, and I love Black Science is excellent. But for me, his magnum opus was Fear Agent. And I like 7 to Eternity. I don't think it's as good as like things like Deadly Class or Fear Agent or even Low. I think the world building as Low was a little bit better, and it's just so gorgeous to look at. But you definitely read it. It's a lot of fun. And if it's your first one, it's a really good book. In regards to the comments you made on No Man's Land overview, and I and many others, I'm surely absolutely would want to listen to you talk about a single issue of a comic. Have you ever thought about doing that? My wife has suggested I do that, to branch out. But I really like doing collected editions, and that is something that I may test the waters with on, I don't know, Patreon to see what they think.
That's a good idea.
Like, yeah, I don't know if they know, but my Patreons are like my testing the waters kind of thing. So, but thank you for the suggestion, brother. Seriously.
Gabe is letting us know that he is sending more magnets, and they're not out.
They're not out.
And there'll be a vendor at Comic Con in Virginia in late October. Come to it, Omar, or I'll rob you of your Omnis.
You want me to come with Omnis so you can rob me of Omnis? Is this what's happening?
Andrew would absolutely love single issue deep dives, but what's FWIW? What I want? For what I want? Finally what I want? What's the F stand for? Roy21 signed up for the lab rat tier.
I actually need a message, Roy.
Foreign comics would be a great way to branch out. Yeah,
Foreign comics.
Omar, I'm always happy to be your testing waters.
Now that's a t-shirt.
I really like that.
And a song by Bryan Adams.
Really?
Omar, I want no.
No, I meant like never mind. I really like the recent Hawkeye Kate Bishop miniseries that came out last year, but I've never heard anyone else talk about it. Anybody read it? It wasn't necessarily as good as that good, but I'm into it.
I really like Kate Bishop's run by Kelly Thompson. I thought that run was excellent, man. For what it's worth.
Okay, thank you. Like 5 people are telling me thank you.
Thank you all. We're older. We're of the older generation. Oh, it's a Cardigan song. Oh, Logan Wayne is saying if you can find the other 2 parts of the suggestion, please read them.
Okay.
We will look. Hi, Omar and Melanie. Have you read the Manhattan Projects? I have. And sadly, the freaking series is on hiatus, and we don't know if it'll ever come back. I read the first few issues and enjoyed it more than I expected to. Are there any comics similar that you would recommend? Nameless? I don't know why I went with Nameless. Manhattan Projects reminds me a little bit of his work, what he was doing with Nightly News, even though it has not even close to what the plot is. But I just like the way that he laid out this world. But you need to read East of West if you like things like Manhattan Projects that are out there.
2 of 3, a retrospective series on your fave creators, runs, arcs, even single issues, and why you think they are so great. Another comic YouTube channel I watch occasionally does it, and it's really interesting.
Thank you, sir. And then he's got full spoilers.
Go full spoilers too, so you can fully explain why you think it's great. If you had the time, it would be awesome. Think about it, maybe.
Do you know how hard that No Man's Land was to talk about? I'm not going to spoil here, but something happens towards the end of that run that I'm like, oh, how in the heck am I going to express my feelings about this? Because I have strong feelings about that without going into detail. It's difficult. Sometimes I find
you could even say, like,
I do, but
timestamps.
I thought about that. I thought about that.
Yeah, I really, these are great suggestions. And I think what it is that you get so caught up, like, right? It's just a continuous moving circle of work and gears and stuff. So it's hard to like put a new gear in.
I need a cog. Anybody got a cog out there?
So
Hamza keeps chanting Nomad.
Write that down.
Write that down. Wait, what am I going to say about Nomad? I love Fabian Niciosa. And he had to, and unfortunately, Jack Monroe is. Nope, can't spoil that either. Never mind. Well, you read the Winter Soldier story. That was Jack. That's what they did to Jack. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Chew in terms of the humor. Oh, I love Chew. That's a good book.
Did you finish reading Asterix?
No, I didn't. I get like there's so many books that I have on my read pile. My read pile on my what is it? Night table?
Yeah, nightstand.
Nightstand is getting like is huge. And I'm like, I gotta push them aside to do these. And now I just got a bunch of Omnis and I'm not complaining at all. This is not a complaint. Got a bunch of Omnis from Marvel that I'm going through. So I want to do my overviews justice. Because that's the thing with me. It's like I have to read these books because if I don't, I feel like you all would notice a lack of, you would definitely see the dip in the quality. Not that I'm saying it's top-notch quality, but definitely a dip in the, wow, that video was only 5 minutes long. Omar said, so here's Black Panther. He's got claws. That's cool. Here's a guy with a sword. That's awesome. I think this is Jack Kirby. Maybe. So anyway, yeah, that's Black Panther. Check out our sponsors. I don't want to do that. Like, that's never been me. I love talking about these things. So there's a level of expectancy that has come with my videos, and I want to keep that level and keep going and keep, aiming higher.
Hey, Omar, how many of those old long boxes with floppies do you still have? I need the room, and I'm thinking of getting rid of the few that I have left.
Oh, my brother, I've got, let me see, 9. And they're all just about X-Men. I got 9.
Hello, Omar, Melanie. Would you recommend? No, you got Superman.
But that was my binding project. It's a small box. And
Oh, these are long boxes. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know when I'll get the chance to do those.
Hello, Omar, Melanie. Would you recommend the Miracle Man Omni to someone who never read it? I never read Watchmen or V. I haven't, but I recommend. Who is it?
Alan Moore?
No.
Nope.
No.
Not Alan Moore, sorry.
The Miracle Man that I just reread.
First of all, his name is Mr. Miracle. Miracle Man is a different character. How have we not learned this? Ladies and gentlemen, the Astonishing Melanie, making the Miracle Man, Mr. Miracle mistake every single time.
I was even looking at him over here and I'm thinking,
he looks so different.
He looks so different.
He doesn't have a cape.
Oh my God.
Even the logo, the DC logo looks different. It says Marvel Omnibus. Tom King.
Tom King. I highly recommend Mr. Miracle by Tom King. Go. Talk about Miracle Man.
My pitch for Miracle Man. Miracle Man was a series that let me give you the short story. Miracle Man was a series called originally Marvel Man because in the UK they started reprinting books about Captain Marvel, and then when that stopped happening, they had to come up with a way to keep printing Captain Marvel stories. So they came up with this character named Marvel Man. That's why you see characters in there like, characters that are like Captain Marvel Jr., Mary Marvel. You'll see a lot of similarities. Now, that was back then. Fast forward to the 80s. They got this young guy from the UK to come in and revamp this story. And man, when he does it, he does kind of what he did in Swamp Thing. He takes Marvel Man, as he was known at the time, and changes everything you thought about him. Oh, dude, it is. There are some graphic scenes in here too, so don't expect it to be happy-go-lucky kind of story. Oh, it is so awesome, dude. I cannot wait to talk about it. That one I may have to do spoilers. What gets me about that particular story, but I'll say this: without Marvel Man, Miracle Man, because of copyrights, of course, they had to change the name. There would be no Swamp Thing. There would be no Watchmen without that. That is like the blueprint for those stories that are to come. So that's that was a long elevator ride. I'm sorry.
No,
it was longer than I thought. We were going to the 80th floor.
That was a good explanation. One of Kenna's favorite Supergirl runs is the Pre-New 52 by Jeff Loeb and Joe Kelly, later by Sterling Gates and Greg Rucka.
Yeah.
But the early part of that run, they had
Kara.
So over-sexualized.
Got to cater to your audience, right? And that's who was buying comics at the time. So things change. If you have more of a female audience, the less of that you're going to see in comics. Oh, Joey, thank you so much, man. I hope you're doing well, my brother. Happy Big Saturday, friends. Been a while since I've been able to catch a live stream, but I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, Superfly Comics. And there's your girl.
Yeah, TDK3 said thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And hi, Bar. We were just talking about you.
It was all good things.
Because somebody said that Batman and Harley wasn't good. Just saying.
The series.
The series.
More people should hit that like button. Thank you. Yes, I always forget to remind people of that. Yes, if you're enjoying the show, please hit the like button. And don't forget, we are doing a huge giveaway next week. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Patreon. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here. We got gift cards. We got UK only stuff. We have EU only stuff. We got America only stuff. And then we have international only stuff. We love giving things away and paying it forward. We don't like going to the post office and delivering 85,000 packages, but you all are well worth it.
85,000. Wow.
Yeah. Omnibo, go to sleep, my dude. Yeah, so for you people in Australia, I'm so sorry. I hope it's worth it though, because hey, I have had to ship out things to Australia before, so that we've had some winners from Australia in the past.
Sergio's asking about the Avenger 1 Omni reprint.
I haven't heard, but I did remind David subconsciously that this is also the Avengers 60th anniversary, not just X-Men.
Did you say what was it in BioShock? Would you
kindly?
Big Stu, you gotta wait 10 more minutes and then we'll tell what's coming up on the channel.
Thank you, baby. Postman, dude, the post office is like, oh, here comes that idiot again mailing out books, trying to get media mail on some of those, and only in America, because man, books overseas are expensive to ship out. When we're talking $100, it's crazy. Golly, the way shipping it was going there for a while, I'm like, I'll drive to Canada and deliver this myself. I won't. Miracle Man sets the framework for Ozymandias. He doesn't work in complete isolation. Watchmen has a lot of things leading into it, and vice versa. Yes, I can. I never made that connection, but yes, I can see it. He's like a dude that's trying to do the right thing. Just sign up for Patreon. I love the show.
Much.
Got to get my first Oh, thank you so much. Seriously. And I hope you have fun. When's the giveaway? Next Saturday, Bar. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Patreon. 11 a.m. here.
Oh, yeah. Give it away now.
I do have to give props to my wonderful wife, because it is a very draining thing.
But now we know how to do it, so.
But it's well worth it. You guys are awesome. So, giveaway stream means I can take a break from timestamps. More stressful for some, less work for me.
Thank you, Final Shadow, so much for doing the timestamps. This person is the one who does the timestamps for every live chat. And Matthew's asking, do you think the upcoming Carl Barks Diamond Jubilee collection is a good intro into Duck Comics?
I 100% do, because you're getting some of the best stories that Carl Barks is known for. And if you like it, they're not all that going to be that size, right? Then you go get the libraries editions. I hope it matches the Don Rosa library as far as size, because that book is gorgeous. That's the one book the movers didn't take from David. He's like, oh, I got to fly with that thing on the plane. I'm like, hey, it's in a box. Just be careful. Make sure that number 1 dime stays in there.
Like you buckling up Unicron and the Bell Dandy statue.
Oh, yeah. They rode in the car with me. I put my seatbelt on Unicron so he didn't go flying anywhere. You got to be careful, my baby. What's the better option for buying? Batman Omnibus Volume 2 by Grant Morrison, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1, or No Man's Land? That is a hard question. Are you a bigger Batman fan? Grant Morrison's Batman is a masterpiece, but it's some deep and heavy reading at times. It gets confusing. No Man's Land is your big summer blockbuster type of event, and I love it. So that's my favorite. Amazing Spider-Man's a classic, but you got to be a fan of the Silver Age, and you got to be prepared to read that kind of Silver Age dialogue and narration, and it's not for everybody. But out of all those, I'd go honestly, out of all those, I'd go with, this is crazy, but I'd go with Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's Spider-Man. I love it. It has aged so well to this day. It's excellent. You're reading Zdarsky's.
Yeah, no, I started and then I forgot. And I want to. Are you reading? No,
I'm waiting for. Oh, sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Agreed. Omar, Melanie. Plus the artwork, though, out of the Supergirl 2005 to 2011 run was so beautiful. Plus the CW, the Supergirl TV series, even took inspiration from that run, like Kara saving the plane. Omar, I'm on the 3rd deluxe of Hellsing right now. Some scenes are hard to follow, but I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I agree. And I had that issue with Trigun. I had a hard time following.
I think I mentioned that in my overview. Be prepared to be completely lost at times, because it's hard to follow, even in that big size format.
But it's a fun story. Hey, fam. Finally able to catch a live stream thanks to daylight savings. Oh, holding out hope for some news on Grunwald Cap.
Thank you so much to the people that emailed me. I got exactly what you all needed for Mary Jane and Black Cat. And did you all write down what the AVX was? I'll figure it out. Finally able to catch a live stream thanks to daylight savings. Holding out hope for the new news on Grunwald's Cap. Me too, man. One day.
What's the oldest original comic that you own?
I sold most of those. So maybe it's no. One of my viewers sent me Tales from the Crypt and some creepy books. So probably some of those, yeah.
Next week, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers releases issue 100. How far have you read of the series? Are you excited about Necessary Evil 2 and Go Go Power Rangers Deluxe? No, I'm sorry. Go Go Power Rangers Deluxe coming out later this year.
That's cute. Yes, I'm very excited because that's the way I've been reading them. So I'm waiting for those to come out in that format so I can finish out Necessary Evil Part 2. And Go Go, even though it's
Go Go. Go.
That takes place before
Go.
Shattered Grid, so it's interesting that I'm just glad they're finally releasing it. Cheap graphic novels has a Nick and Dent sale going on right now. Y'all take advantage of that.
Darth Vader just bought Infinite Crisis Omni, loved Crisis on Infinite Earth, and wanted to read the sequel.
Oh, that's my favorite event, man. Seriously.
Did Don miss any major announcements?
All right, we had to cancel tomorrow's auction because Melanie's granny died. So we have visitations and funerals, funeral to go to, and let's see. So that will be postponed for another day. The giveaway will be next Saturday, so come in for that. If you want to get in early, we're doing it through Patreon first, and then 11 a.m. here. So 10 a.m. through Patreon, 11 a.m. here. It's a huge giveaway. It's a way of paying it forward to everybody here. And I wish I could let everybody win, but that's never the case.
You are winners in our hearts.
Wow, we've been getting Marvel delays every month. Do you know if there are more coming? Marvel books are coming for sure, because if I've gotten these review copies, so I mean I have. Oh gosh, there's a huge stack of books, man. I think the only one that I don't have that's scheduled for October is Ultimate X-Men. I don't have that one yet, but we do have a lot coming.
Chris, what you do is you at Josh Greyhouse, like put his whole name, and then it will be highlighted on his end.
I'm too OCD for Nick and Dents. I hear you, but some of those Nick and Dent sales are just crazy.
What do you think about mangas? We love them.
Oh god, yeah. Tomorrow I'm actually doing an overview of something I've been wanting to talk about. The Kurosagi Corpse delivery service. No Black Widow Omni. Sorry, Bar.
His college band used to jam the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme.
Actually, my friend of mine made me a copy of all the themes. Remember that? And I used to jam to it in the car.
Oh yeah,
what was the guy's name? Like Steven Rottencrotch? Steven, it's something weird, like Rotten Axel Rottencrotch.
Who made it for you?
The music, no, the music.
Oh, I was gonna say in Spider-Man.
Rottencrotch. Whoops, no, that's not his name. Axel, I can't remember.
That's true, Logan. Some of the Nick and Dent is barely noticeable. Like I've read comments about people being like, I don't know why it's a Nick and Dent.
Ron Wasserman. I was sort of close.
Kyle L's out of space in this person's library. What does this person do?
Double. Use them double, man. If you got cable access, push those books back, put the newer books in the front.
Oh, yeah. All the manga are double.
All the manga's double. And I have more space in this house.
Bookshelves for that.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh is cooking pancakes.
And not looking at the chat. I'm too busy to be looking at the chat. Who cooks pancakes? Making pancakes. Just ask them. No, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Chicken McFry. We see your comment and just
yeah.
That's good. That's enough. Thank you.
We don't want one of our people to put you on timeout for no reason. There's a new Trigun anime coming out. Maybe they'll release deluxe editions of the manga. I did ask them. I don't read backwards. You wear that shirt to an anime convention, King Sports Cow. That's how you get jumped by a bunch of nerds.
Before we do the schedule for this week.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite manga, Berserk and Masonic Koku.
You beat me to my answer. Yes, that's my answer.
Man, that's ours.
Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah, so right, it's I said 10 minutes later we would do the schedule.
So the schedule is tomorrow is the overview of the Kurosagi Corpse delivery service, all 5 Omnis, and the overview of the best of 2000 AD. That's more of an unboxing though, because they sent me a really pretty box. The Monday show will be Conan, the Barbarian, the original Marvel Years Volume 8, which really surprised me how good that was, considering a lot of people told me that it just wasn't good after Roy Thomas left. Tuesday will be the Marvel Trades. Wednesday, I believe Wednesday is going to be some humanoid stuff. Thursday is the Marvel solicitations for January of 2023. That is crazy. 2023. And Friday is the upcoming collected editions for October. Saturday, we're here. Thank you for asking.
That's okay to sleep in.
You sleep in, man. You make it to the end. You hit that like button. That's what matters. what did Dark Horse say? Anything? They said right now they're focusing on reprinting the things that went out of print, like deluxe editions of Hellsing and deluxe editions of Blade of the Immortal. They don't have any news yet, but they did. I gotta ask them again. They did tell me what book license they got, but they're supposed to make a formal announcement, but I never saw one, so I'll wait until they give their announcement, and then I can say they have been killing it with licenses though. They just got not only Usagi back, but they got the Goon back. So I hope that means that we're gonna get the Goon library editions again in to be reprinted and fatten them up with more things. Make it so. Can you please ask Dark Horse if they plan to reprint Eden? It's an Endless World. I'll ask them if it's that's a good question. I'll ask them if they even want to continue it. I don't know. I don't even know if they have the rights to that one anymore. Is Hellsing evergreen? No. They told me that they're going to continue printing it until they see that, it's not there for them to keep doing it, meaning that enough people have bought them. Can't wait for Pradansha to print more Ultimo collections. I hope they do Memories. I hope they give us Domu, because those need to be in print and in hardcover format. No, they did not, Final Shadow. I can't believe.
New York Comic Con, I'm going to try to find Alpha issues for my.
Baby Nicias is going to be there. You can get him to sign your seal.
Oh my gosh, yes! Great
That's
idea.
the one he gets asked for the most to get signed.
For my custom bound Omni. I'm going to look for Alpha issues.
Thank you so much, everybody, for emailing me. I got it now. Okay, I'll be happy to send that over to them this week.
Any plans to do like a horror?
There's going to be
October
horror hidden gems, which I love doing. Maybe 2 horror hidden gems if I have enough time. That would be fun.
Thank you, Bar, for this super sticker, and just want to say this is the Jewish New Year, so happy holiday to anyone who's celebrating. Thank you.
Give her a Harley.
There you go. Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh, where can you find that?
All right, you got a couple more minutes, and Devin is asking about the Extreme X-Men Omni due out this coming week. CGN is showing 9/27.
No, I believe that's been pushed back until October. Yeah, so that one has been pushed back to October.
Excuse me. Newspaper Channel is says, I heard there was a club that fans of near condition can attend to talk about books each month, and once in a while catch a cameo of the official NMC Cat Shinobi. How can we find this? Thanks for asking. On our Patreon, we have tiers, different levels to fit your geeky needs, and the $7.77 tier is book club, ask me anything, plus all of the previous rewards and the tiers like $5, like access to Discord and access to notes, voting rights. There's a $1 tier as well. So if you're interested, see if there's anything that you would like to have. Definitely check that out underneath the video. And you can be part of inside jokes like the Saga Sweet Evening Breeze.
Omar, I know the retailers don't talk about it, but how much does it cost for an omnibus for them directly from Marvel? I heard it was around $30 and $40. I can't. How do I answer this question? It depends on how much you order, and I know how much the biggest discounts are, and they're usually given to the biggest companies, of course, that order the most. No, it's more than $30 and $40 though. That is for sure. And since Diamond gave you the biggest discount, and I understand there are issues with Diamond, and they really had enough time to work these things out, but for some reason didn't. No, Conan is still coming, Larry, on the 27th. So that may, I know the Diamond monopoly was a bad thing, and a lot of people were against it. But one thing we lost was that discount. So there were better discounts at Diamond because you ordered by the freight. Now you order through PRH, and they just lost Dark Horse. So I don't even know what. Jeppy, really, I'm surprised they haven't really gotten their stuff together and been like, this is our plan to get publishers back, but who knows? So no, but it is not $30. It's not that. So anytime you see a book for sale that's like 17 something dollars or $18 for an omnibus, they're selling that at a loss. And of course, it could balance out with a newer book you buy and stuff like that. But yeah.
Giving it a last try. Is there any left for Captain Adam
Oh,
Weissman Bates Carey collection?
I've never read that. Oh, were you talking about that earlier? I've not read that. Is that collected? Is that collected anywhere? Or are you asking if there's a collection?
I'll let you finish it up.
Okay, love. Thank you.
How many more?
I'll do 3 more. Will
Okay.
Dark Horse do BPRD box set omnibus releases? I will ask it. I will ask that question. Easy archives, hardcover reprints. They're focusing on the soft covers too. So I hope we still get those. Why doesn't Magnolaverse have a consistent library edition release like, say, Black Hammer and spin-offs do? I still can't wrap my head around the fact BPRD, Ape Sapien don't have library editions. I know. Omar, do you know if David will be at NYCC? I think he's going to be at his new home.
Yeah, probably not.
So probably not, which sucks because I really want to.
Yeah, that would be really cool to meet him.
Yeah.
Like in person, right?
Been talking to him for years and feel like, let me answer this. Knights of Pendragon, Invaders, and New Warriors 2 were like in that same batch of files that was sent to the printers that for some reason the Omni God said, no, we're going to make you wait. So they are coming. David has his copy of New Warriors 2, and I think he has his Invaders copy. And I don't know if he has Knights of Pendragon. I usually get mine a couple weeks after he does, so I may need a Kickstarter fund to afford my October Omnis. You can do what Giant Days is doing, right? Finishing that out. Have you ever met David Gabriel in person? No. For all I know, he could be a figment of my imagination. Probably not. Is Alan Moore still credited in the original as the original writer? Yes. And that is not a choice by Marvel, or that is a choice by Alan Moore and his lawyers. That's what they wanted. Cheers for a great chat, Omar and Melanie. This is how we end it. And I suppose I just don't speak for myself. But the chat thoughts are with you guys for tomorrow. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Seriously. We love you all. And yes, we're paying it forward next week. Next Saturday, join us back at 10 a.m. on Patreon, 11 a.m. here for the big giveaway. It's all about you guys. So no questions next week, just celebration.
Because you guys need to stay minty.
Hit that like button. Bye. Always forget this.